Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski. In the final round of this season, seems like the 4K skill rating mark is definitely where I start struggling. I have a really strong opponent this round who has some nice advantages over me, for him anyway. He's got 8.6 mil GP, so a bit more there, and I can really feel the GP in this one because it all went into stuff like Starkiller that he has with Omicrons and several other Grand Arena Omicrons. So the odds are stacked quite a bit against me, I think. His mods aren't too good though, so that helps me a bit. But he's gone with a pretty daring approach and has won quite a lot of rounds in a row where he typically did the exact same thing. And now I thought he might do what he did, which is adding another Galactic Legend to his defense on top. So typically he has been setting 3 with Starkiller, and now he went for 4 with Starkiller. So he added SCE to the mix, and while that means that he only has 2 on offense, any opponent essentially that sets 3 GLs against him, he can typically still clear with multi-shots, because he's got the Zam Omicron, so he could use Bounty Hunters on JMK and then clean up with the gas. Then he's got SLK against Lord Vader, and then he has JML against Rey. So a defense like this isn't actually a big problem for him. But if he does multi-shot JMK, then he still needs some kind of answer to Darth Revan. But given that he has like 2 extra teams over me and he keeps his Darth Revan on offense as well, he would be able to actually break through that if he had to and just take out more teams than me. So that is unfortunately something I don't really have an answer to. He just has a bit too many things over me that I just don't have, so I'll have to essentially hope that I manage to do all the counters and that he somehow fails one of them, because that's really all the odds I have. And he's also been setting Negotiator with TIE Bomber on defense along with Executor for I don't know how many rounds in a row, and nobody's really challenged him on that by setting the same, so I have. But yeah, it's like pure RNG who's going to win that part. So it could be that it entirely comes down to ships, or it could be that one of my soft counters here against SCE probably being Grievous and then maybe a trooper cleanup. So against Starkiller my team is going to be CLS there, and it's pretty tricky. I've tried to look for videos, but there obviously aren't any against his exact composition. Usually they have Old Ben in there, for example. But the win rate seems to be about 75-ish% on .gg. And the weird thing about it is, like, honestly, quite a lot of people succeed so far without knowing exactly how, but everyone who does this must have Relic Rebels. So it's not so much about the gear and the modding, I think, and much more about who you target first. As Barriss is going to mitigate a lot of damage, obviously. Visas can revive anyone you take down. Mara goes first, Emperor Palpatine reduces your health and protection every time you attack out a turn, I believe it is. Or when a rebel takes a turn or something like that. So all of them pretty much have their reasons to go for them first. But whoever you go for first, Barriss is going to slow you down on that. So makes it really tricky. I'm just not sure what the best approach is there. And without anything to guide you, you just have to guess and go for it. Because that's all you can do. So I'll just have to see what's going to work there. I'm not going to do it as my first match, because if I somehow don't get through, I don't want to preload it or drop those 10 banners, just in case I get overrun. So I'll go for the JMK team first here. Alright, really seems like they like Thrawn. This has been happening far too often. Alright, L3 sticks around. Unfortunately my armor did not get the 3 stacks already, but I mean that's basically kind of how you would expect the fight to go. Then Thrawn swaps here. And you put on the 3 stacks of Beskar. And then you pray that they just, yeah, don't kill your SCE essentially. The group attack's super helpful though. Really helps to charge up the ult. He's down. And at this stage it's nice if they still go for armor, because then you can reach your ult without already being really low. It's definitely a bit more comfortable. But I've seen cases where they ignore anyone else's existence and just go all in on your SE, and it looks dicey. Look at this. This is kind of what I mean. Really not okay. That might give me some trouble. Depending on when the healing immunity lands here. Because I don't want... I'm thinking about relinking. I mean, I don't really need the protection actually, so let's not. I'll probably just hit Padme here. Just to get some more health steal. Okay, there it is. Oh jeez, they get literally every freaking attack in. But hopefully SE has enough health to pull this off. I think he does, yeah. That looks quite alright. And if not, basically as mentioned in the last video, if I'm worried right now, for example, I can always just hit Ahsoka once. She's not gonna go down to it. I get some more health steal, though I didn't crit on that one, so I guess not in this case. Looking a bit low, so let's just hit her again. And again, she doesn't go down, I stay in the green. And I'll just take these two out. Drop the healing immunity. If even for a little bit. And for some reason I'm lapping Jedi Master Kenobi, which shouldn't be possible unless he's extremely slow. So my SCE is really slow. Alright, let's go have some fun with this one. Worst case scenario, I learned something, but... people win this sometimes. Wow, mate. Look at this guy. I don't really want to extort him, though. Oof, I gotta think for a sec here. Does it make sense to put extortion on him? Because he's gonna retaunt anyway with the pain. I think I have to, actually. There's not really any other point. I could hold it for later, but maybe I'll get another chance. Dispel this. Put that on you. So key here to spread the target lock. And typically people try to get multiple kills at once. Not sure how feasible that's going to be. He's going to do a group attack next, so I'd like to get healing immunity on him. But he cleanses that because of Traya, so I don't even know what I was thinking there. That's completely useless. Okay, target lock again, so I'll have to be smarter than this. Let me try to go for... Like, Traya has to be gone, essentially, otherwise I'm never making it. She cannot be cleansing these target locks. I have a big problem. So let's go for her first. Finally, I feel like I have a plan of action, even if it's not going to work. Maybe I can pick them both off with B1 at the same time. It's a gamble, but... might not be the worst gamble. Or with Grievous here. Ah, come on, she was so close, that's such a waste. I don't understand how she could possibly live there. Let's take out Scion then. Well, Grievous is almost at his ultimate, so I'm definitely not getting through all of these. Sadly. Nihilus has way too much health at this point, so I'd rather go for Traya. I can't put extortion on SEE, so just gonna put it on Traya again. Okay, that one's down. I was definitely expecting a 2-shot, to be honest, but yeah, kind of have to see if I can still take Nihilus out. I'm not counting on it anyway. Push back SCE if there's any chance at all. Grievous gets one more shot. Do I want to try for healing immunity? I think I'll try to go for this. That's close enough. And kill? Nice, great. I'm very happy with that. I will definitely take that. Now who knows, with the healing immunity I might be able to take SCE down a fair bit. Whatever happened to Retribution stopping... Target Lock stopping the counters. How many stacks does the dude have? 4. Okay. Now 0. Let's keep doing that. I've got plenty of potency. Apparently not. Like, how does he even resist this anymore? It doesn't make any sense at this point. Grievous has been resisted so much. Huh, pretty good progress. I'll take it. Could have ended a lot worse. If I would have gotten a kill on Traya early on, I think I might have made it. But that definitely didn't work out. So you have a very healthy Traya that could... No, high protection as well. Definitely would have been a bit deceiving that way. If it looks like you've got her down pretty low, but then actually she has really high health and you don't get there. But at that point she must have had like 20 to 30k health, so it must have just been a non-crit. But she does have a crit avoidance arrow, so I guess that's what made the difference there. I'll clean that SE up later. And go for Lord Vader next. So I'm faster and I would like to land F-Lux on Rey, and I am very grateful that I did. I can land another ability block so she never even gets the chance. And I was thinking of maybe trying to immediately get Resistance Hero Finn out. It would make my life a lot easier, but let's just go for Rey. Get the armor shred on there. It's gonna help a bit later. And now here I'd like to get the kill. Nah, didn't get it. Alright, now I definitely have to put her into damage immunity. So that I get the 2 for 1, but she still has ability block actually, so... I think here for a sec. I could probably put more characters in, but let's just focus on Rey. Like heck, if you get the double ability block, you could actually just totally gun her down before the ult. So I wasted a turn there going for Resistance Hero Finn. That would have made the difference to actually kill her, I think. Yeah. Because now-ish, I might have had the kill. Oh well, let's get rid of those. I can go into ult already, there's not really going to be any meaningful debuffing on their end. I don't really need to do much here. So it's just basic, get the inspiration off. Okay. I can do an F-Lux here, I might as well. And just basic. Okay, looking good. Let's get her out. And now I want to see if I can heal up a couple characters. Okay, good score. Right, so I'm gonna gamble a bit with a slightly different cleanup. No clue if it's gonna work, but I feel like I have to give it a shot here. And see where it gets me. So it's just about damage, it's about speed down, about ability block, healing immunity, and just seeing where that gets me. Because if I have to use my troopers here, I kind of use up all of my buffer. And I'm not quite sure if that's going to be the way to go. So of course he immediately starts with that. But 87k damage is pretty solid. Let's get healing immunity. It's just a stagger. I'm going to basic here. Got it. And now I want to ability block to make sure that he doesn't link me. I should have done a ability block there. That was a misplay. No clue why I didn't. And he's gonna counter this as well. Hopefully I get a double shot. Kill. Nope. Ah, and he's healing. I started really well. I actually had it. If I would have gone for the ability block with IG there, I would have had it. But now it's, I think it's already game over. Let's just keep trying anyway, there's nothing to lose. Dooku will get countered twice, unless he goes into stealth. So I'll just do that for a sec here. Okay, ability block now, Retribution's gone. Of course you would dodge. Spirit is amazing though. Come on, ability block. Ah, dang it. Reapply the healing immunity. Wow. Okay, I'm really glad that worked. That's gonna save me some trouble. But it really only worked because SE was already half health and because this is a protection modded one. Let's take a look at the back. Oh, this is good for me. He went extra light, given that extra GL that he added. That's good, and then I'm glad my cleanup didn't fail, because that would have blown my buffer for nothing. So this will make my life a fair bit easier. But it's all still gonna come down to whether I'm able to handle Starkiller or not. But even if I could pick off 1 or 2 characters somehow with CLS, then maybe Troopers can clean that up. That's kind of why I was really hoping I could save them. Otherwise I'm just fully banking on that attack working. But for now I'll take a break. I'm gonna get back to it later because I have to do my arena and have some dinner. So I'll just let the guy worry about what I've done and whether I'm still able to kill stuff. But he typically attacks at the very end anyway, so I'm sure he'll just quite likely wait until I'm done anyway. So sometimes all it takes is a bit of patience. He has started attacking quite late, so he definitely tried to wait me out. But as you can see, took out Gas and Lord Vader, but his first attempt was against Rey and that failed and left those two standing, and then whatever he tried to clean up with didn't really seem to do much. And then he also attacked JMK. I didn't even see the second attempt, but I guess he tried something to quickly take out Cat. I don't know what he's done, and from the screen refreshing I guess he's going up top now, but there shouldn't be any more way for him to win, unless I somehow drastically fail on a lot of his stuff. So I'll just let him clear things and get to my fleets and see how he does there, because I'm pretty curious. And I'm gonna get to his Starkiller team, because I am also certainly curious how this is gonna go. So I'll probably have to go for Mara Jade first, who then with her first AoE should be killing herself, but I don't know for sure. As mentioned before, there's really no video footage of this anywhere that I could find anyway. So I don't really have anything to go off, but given that about 3/4 of the people beat this on their first attempt, it can be enormously complicated, but I do think it has a really big impact who you go for first. You could make an argument for killing Visas first so she can't revive anyone, but allowing Mara Jade to get going and then EP stunning everyone on top, I think that's just going to be too much. So that's why it's going to be my choice to stun her and just pray that that works, because if it doesn't, then get a bit of an issue. Like getting the protection out, that's not the hard part. It's getting her down here. Okay. I was kind of expecting her to be dead at this point. I'm not gonna swap stance. I think I'll just use a basic here. I can't really stun anyone. I'll go for Visas next. Get these buffs up. Put this on CLS. Blind everyone. It's looking pretty good actually. Yeah, Visa's down. It's actually going better than I thought it would. So I'm kind of wondering, to be honest, how people failed this then. Because this is already like in cleanup territory or whatever I want to call it. I guess I'll go for Starkiller next. Because, yeah, his AoE doesn't really do anything. By the time he moves again, he's dead. Let's just get rid of his turn meter. Not actually sure I'm able to shoot through him, though. It's got to be all exposed damage. And she's going to keep cleansing him. And that AoE, yeah, as I thought, it does absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm going to pick off EP here, or I'm going to start taking way too much damage. From, like, starting my turns over and over. And I guess I just have to go for Barriss first, then. No, that is also not happening. Alright. I can't say I expected this part, to be honest, where I wouldn't be able to get through Starkiller. He's just got too high health, I suppose, for me to get through him. How do I do this? I guess I just keep removing his turn meter. Allow him to, like, don't allow him to take any turns. And then in the meantime, try to take out Barriss. It's gotta be something like that, yeah. Like over here, remove it. But she'll use that opportunity to keep healing. Oh, okay, there we go. Not sure what I did different there than the 2 turns before, but all good. Alright, well, there we go. Not too complicated. Go for Mara Jade. And the rest resolves itself. And it didn't really feel like I hit any kind of crazy RNG there that saved me. Just a pretty standard fight, to be honest. On my CLS also isn't particularly fast. He's only like 286 or so, I think. So that certainly wasn't a factor either. My Han is very fast, but I don't think there's really anything that they can do to stop you. In this exact team composition, of course, you'll have to keep in mind if Barriss is used and the team comp is different, then the outcome might be different. And you'll have to do a bit of science there by just trying it out. Okay, missing 2 stuns here. I'll see if I can get them now. I was considering JKL lead, but I think this will do. They might just keep... No, not even. I was thinking they might just keep going until someone's down, but that was a very brief turn meter train. So with Mon Mothma under control there, there's not going to be a lot they can do. Already kill Kara quickly due to the true damage to the tank. And I figured there's almost never going to be a chance where I get to do this fight, because I will usually have better uses for my Jedi. So let's just try it out now. It's always handy. Sometimes someone will have a question like, yo, these are my options, what can I do? And then I feel like it's pretty handy to know how something like this does, how difficult it is, what the risks are. It's not always for myself that I'm testing. And in general, I just like to know these things, like what works, what doesn't. Wow, not even critting this guy, come on. Get out of here. I'd have to check the footage again there to see if any of those hits were crits, because I don't understand how they could not be. So what I definitely need to do here is dispel IG, because I don't think I'll be able to get through him. So let's start with that with Stark, because nobody really needs a turn meter. Okay, his turn meter has been pushed back. I'm just gonna kill Dash, I think. It's tempting to go for Queel, but honestly, once Dash is out, their win chance drops to 0, because there's no more days. And all the staggers get hit anyway, so I might as well do that. It's typical, if you're faster, you're fine kind of scenario. If for some reason you don't bridge the speed gap there, and their team's really fast, what you can do is just buff with Stark, then buff with Dark Trooper here, And then in Piet's next turn, he also has an AoE Dispel. So that would help you to make it work still. If you're fighting a very fast team, but you still barely outspeed them. So let me just take out Queel here. Get some defense down, because IG can be pretty tanky. And there we go. If he actually changes up his fleets, I will be so enormously surprised, because he's been running the same thing forever, and he must be one of those don't fix what isn't broken types. And indeed. So that didn't go too great on the negotiator. Yeah, it's one of those things, a lot of people like to be fancy with heavy defense, but you've got to be able to fight it yourself too. That's always the tricky part. And it's easy to like scare off an opponent by setting 2 fleets like this. But sometimes you just gotta call that, maybe it's a bluff, and see how they do themselves. And I'm not gonna pretend that I'll do any better specifically. So I'm just sending in a burner on his Executor, because I really can't be bothered to deal with everything it's about to do. So they just wasted the heal. And I can just AoE here. Would be good if they tried to go for TFP at least, instead of the foresight expiring, but we'll just see. Not the best. I think it's gonna expire here, yep. Tragic. Would have been better to just go with Soldier. Come on. Yikes. Oh yeah, sure, why wouldn't you dodge? Great. Maybe the double basic here will handle it. Nope. First one didn't crit, I think. I'm still gonna need that cleanup. That is sad and disgusting. And my spy is... Nope. Okay. I was really convinced they were gonna go for spy there. And I don't actually have the ultimate ready yet. Would be awesome if Spy could... Nope. Oh, that's close. Well, I'm still gonna get the ult off. That in itself is a miracle. So let's just get rid of Xanadu Blood. Although I can make a lot of progress here. That left Vulture should have enough turn meter. But he stealths. That was really dumb, actually. Well, I got Houndstooth out. Scrap the dumb part. That's definitely better than Xanadu Blood. I think the group attack might be up soon, though. Alright, let's see what I can do. So, Hunted on Anakin. Basic on Anakin. That is low, but... Question as always is it low enough? So I'm gonna AoE here. That is low enough. Now pass the full turn. Full turn's a gamble for the stun, but ability block is certain. So I think I'm gonna go for the ability block. Let's try something different. Okay, now I don't need to boost turn meter actually, so I'm gonna basic here for the protection up, and now with this one called a silencer, just for a little bit of progress, I can go and get the loyalty off of Anakin. They call in Plow. And I think I wanna boost everyone here actually. Calling Cassian. Would have been nice to have the kill there. And I definitely don't want to risk Plow somehow bailing Anakin out, so I'm gonna go for the kill. Alright, that's as expected. Okay, he never got to burn so far, that's really nice. He still lives, that's absolutely ridiculous. Love it though, but nothing I can do here to save him. But as always, this ship has done its job. Well, I guess... maybe if my Cassian can still cleanse him. Could have done Silencer there, that might have been the safer play actually. Because I could lose my ship here. Let's boost Special Forces. And I think I'll do an AoE just to heal more. And now I should definitely call in Sunfac. Get a stun on 5s. Could have also done Consular, but I feel a bit safer with Sunfac. But Consular might have been the better call, because there's still a group attack or an ultimate incoming soon. But I'll just see what they do. Oh, that was some lousy damage. Stun, please. That should have been a Dispel, I think. And I'm just gonna go for damage here. Another reinforcement, I wasn't actually expecting that, but good. Dead. Should have maybe gone for Rex, because he's definitely the tankiest. So I'm gonna drop some ships here, I think. Unless... oh boy, I don't want to press Cassie in here, come on. Move. Unless this kills, it should. No. Well, I don't really mind that ability. Didn't actually lose any ships. That's sweet. And guess who's being attacked? Alright, see you, mate. And I think I'll just go for the group attack. I could heal, but I'll heal by attacking, so not much of a reason to do that. But this is dead, yeah, because Boba lived there. That was not the intention. I think I'll call him Biston. But while calling him in, I should have actually targeted Boba. It's all good though. I can AoE him out here. And this kills. So I think this was the second round that this guy has lost in this group. And I think he's starting to learn that after using the exact same strategy for, I don't know, like 10, 15 matches in a row, there's at some point a limit where it doesn't work anymore. So he took down Rey in one shot still. I really wonder if he tried to do something with gas. And why he didn't use the strategy I mentioned of the bounty hunters to take out Cat and then gas to clean up. But it worked for me, so nice round. It was definitely interesting and definitely a challenge to clear the front wall. So it's a very strong defense. And if he keeps setting it, I'm sure he'll be able to hang around this rating quite well. Thanks for the interesting round. And it was a good season, I think, actually. I went 9-3, which I honestly wasn't expecting going into it. Because the previous season I already did decent I think I got, might have been 9-3 as well, or 8-4. So at some point that's going to hit a limit, and I'll just start facing ridiculous opponents consistently. So looking forward to the next season, and let's see what it brings.